So moving on to what I would describe as an actual terrorist.
A real one.
We have Biden disinformation chief Nina Jinkowitz sang about sex fantasy with dead Harry Potter.
That headline is so awesome.
It's the best headline I've ever read, hands down.
But what I love about it, though, is like anybody who kind of has like any hint of Harry Potter knowledge kind of knows this is probably going to be pretty harmless.
Well, I have zero Harry Potter knowledge, Tony. I'm not cringe, so I'm gasping and clutching my pearls at this.
Well, I got the ultimate excuse. I have a child, so that's the only reason I know about Harry Potter.
Oh, cool! You're reading your child this filth. Great, Tony.
No,
that's a great excuse.
They're reading it to me, and I hate it. But I also can't tell them how to live their life. I can't feel like stop reading that.
I got to back up. So I bet you're wondering how you got here to the Nina Jankowicz dead child sex Harry Potter story. Okay, reading here from the Washington from the AP. The Department of Homeland Security is stepping up an effort to counter disinformation coming from Russia, as well as misleading information that human smugglers circulate to target migrants hoping to travel to the U.S.-Mexico border. So this is about the creation of the new disinformation governing board that's now an apparatus of the fucking of Homeland Security, the DHS.
It's so funny because like if you the best way to spread disinformation is to say that your job is to stop it.
Yeah,
that's the coolest thing you can do, and I love that.
I love that it's like Russia is specific, and it's like, well, then of course they got the woman who sang cringe songs about Harry Potter to be the Russia stole the election from Hillary Clinton governing board. Yes, obviously. Okay, quote, the spread of disinformation can affect border security, American safety during disasters, and public trust in our democratic institutions, the department said in a statement Wednesday. It declined the Associated Press's request for an interview. A newly formed Disinformation Governance Board announced Wednesday will immediately begin focusing on misinformation aimed at migrants. I was reading this and I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? A problem that has helped to fuel sudden surges at the U.S. southern border in recent years. Human smugglers often spread misinformation around border policies to drum up business. Let me read this next paragraph and then we'll discuss it. Last September, for example, confusion around President Joe Biden's immigration policies, combined with messages shared widely across the Haitian community on Meta's Facebook and WhatsApp platforms, led some of the 14,000 migrants to the border town of Del Rio, Texas, where they set up camp. Some were ultimately expelled and were flown out of the U.S. So this is the liberal, the culture war, liberal, anti-Russia, using Russia as a scapegoat, Democrats creating a new misinformation governing board to stop Russian Facebook disinformation and also to prevent immigrants from coming to the U.S.
Yeah, it's an awesome double whammy because you not only get to shit on Russia, but you also get to up border security.
Right. And
which is so funny because that was the whole reason we're supposed to hate. That was the whole reason we're supposed to hate Trump, right? Were those two things?
Yeah.
Stupid.
And it's another funny part of this is that, so when I think of people misrepresenting Biden's border policies, who I immediately think of is the American right wing who are saying Biden is keeping the gates open. It is now legal to come into this country and just start spitting, just start stomping and spitting, and they have to give you a visa.
Yeah. He's actually building trails now, like lit trails where you can just walk at night now.
Right, and it's just funny that they're arguing that led to actual more migration, because I mean, I don't know. It'd be funny if there were an unintended consequence of the right wing, like whipping themselves into a fervor about swelling migration actually caused more migration. I don't have any of the data here. I don't know if any of this is backed up by actual evidence. Just funny things to think about.
Yeah, I do like the idea for sure. Like the insert DJ Khaled meme, you played yourself.
Right, but it also, it gives them what they want, which is more like poor brown people to scapegoat. At the border. They don't actually get to become, American citizens either way. We don't actually treat them with compassion either way. But now you have a nice photo to show on the Ingram Hour.
And like what a thread on what on WhatsApp? And a thread on WhatsApp is what they're going to blame it on, is those two things.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so a new apparatus of the Department of Homeland Security aimed at looking at the Minion Death Commandos Facebook group to make sure we don't repost any cringe memes that are actually factually incorrect. And it's like, there should be an option to be like, no, I'm laughing. We're laughing.
No, this is funny.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
Quote, we are very concerned that the Haitians who are taking the irregular migration path are receiving misinformation that the border is open. The board will be led by disinformation expert Nina Jankowicz, who has researched Russian misinformation tactics and online harassment. And of course, if you look at her tweets from 2016 and 2020, it is basically what you would expect about how Bernie bros are just Russian disinformation assets. It is just screenshot after screenshot of the Wikipedia for horseshoe theory. It's all that stuff.
Does she have any tattoos?
Oh, I don't know. That's a good question. She's got to have the Deathly Hallows somewhere, right?
Gotta have something on it. Some sort of cringe ass tattoo.
Oh, I bet she has like the hex code for the Elizabeth Warren green color.
Yeah.
On the nape of her neck.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Okay, so back to this Breitbart headline that I just like gasped when I saw it, because I saw her in my feed. I think it's her. Somebody quote tweeted her, and it was a song. What was she singing about? It's like, I'm the Mary Poppins of disinformation.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
oh yeah, it's so theatery. It's rough.
It's just like wordy show tunes with, semi-clever turns of phrase that substitute for politics or ideas or whatever. And they quote tweeted, they said, what is up with like centrist libs and, loving like musical theater? What's the connection there?
We've been on this for a minute. We've been creating a thread for a minute here. Yeah.
What was what was that couple that was singing that we covered like 2 years ago? It was like, how do you solve a problem like a Cheeto? It was like a Sound of Music parody or something. I'll plug it in right here.
He was brave and he was honest. You're a liar and a wimp. He had purple hearts and bronze stars. Your fake bones first made you limp. He had honor and compassion. You're a narcissist insane. What are you not? You're not McCain.
Yeah, there were some bangers. There were some bangers happening there. But like we said, musical theater is a dicey place. Politics can go some pretty bad places, and a lot of times it does end up going to like Disneyland lib.
Well, that pipeline, it's not really a pipeline. It's just both sets of people are just old and lame.
Oh, yeah.
As you get older, not all old people are centrist libs, of course. Not all theater kids are centrist libs. But as you get older, you enjoy things like theater and a flat tax.
Exactly. You can meld the two.
You enjoy things like theater and nudging the next generation into into better behaviors through the science of economics.
You enjoy things like theater, and you realize that you're going to need to spend $500 a ticket to see Hamilton.
Yeah.
So you have to have a different type of like lifestyle.
But I could never, in my wildest dreams, imagine this headline. Biden disinformation chief Nina Jankowicz sang about sex fantasy with dead Harry Potter. And I will give credit to this author, Hannah Bleh, for Breitbart. And then the subheadline, it's even better. President Biden's disinformation chief, Nina Jankowicz, saying about dead child sex with fictional character Harry Potter as she participated in the, quote, wizard rock band called the Moaning Myrtles, which released several songs detailing such fantasies.
Hell yeah.
Genghistron, the radical left-winger headlining the Department of Homeland Security's Disinformation Governance Board, or Ministry of Truth, radical left-wingers, was apparently a Harry Potter fan. Huge a fan enough to create a band with her friend Lauren Fairweather in the 2000s. According to Spotify, the albums came out in 2007 and 2008, meaning Jankowicz was presumably 18 when the first album dropped.
Yeah.
Okay. Big thing to bury the lead here when she's singing about child sex with a teenage Harry Potter. Come on.
Yeah, pretty lame of you.
It's called ephebophilia. All right.
Just Google it. Okay.
There's a thing called Romeo and Juliet laws. Okay. She did nothing wrong.
And her dad said it was cool.
Yeah. Videos. Well, Harry didn't have any parents to okay the thing. That's where the ethical part comes in.
That's where it gets a little foggy. Yeah.
Dumbledore gave him away. Dumbledore signed over papers to Nina Jankowicz so that they could get married legally.
Yeah, legally.
Videos have begun to circulate on social media, purportedly featuring the voice of Jankowicz and her bandmate belting out questionable lyrics. However, a brief search on the music streaming platform on Spotify shows a variety of releases from the duo, with lyrics featuring the two singing out fantasies, including dead child sex with Harry Potter and secretly catching, quote, peep shows in bathrooms.
Like, what the way they're making this lyric sound is like they're saying like, and then I fucked Harry Potter's dead corpse.
Yeah, I went I went to the first chapter of the book, of the first book when he was a baby, and then I killed him. Yeah, etc. You fill in the blank. I don't want to become an article on Breitbart.
Yeah, no, thank you. But yeah, it's like what are you saying here? And is it all based on like, because the Moaning Myrtles is just, oh man.
Yeah, Moaning Myrtle was a freak. She was like a freak. Borderline, like, I wouldn't say rapist, because I don't think she had a corporeal form, even though she could splash the water around in the toilet. How does that work, folks?
Well, let me introduce you to a little concept of something called an incubus, okay?
Well, it would be a
Moaning Myrtle was an incubus.
Succubus, Tony. Just because you like the band doesn't mean that every sexy ghost is an incubus.
I'm not gonna have that conversation because I think I'm still right here, but I don't want to do that.
Incubus is the male one. Succubus is the female one.
Oh, I didn't know it was gendered like that.
I believe so.
Oh, well, that succubus is.
Let me look it up. Let me make sure I'm not wrong.
It's okay.
No, I don't want to. It's fine if you're wrong on the podcast. But, yeah, succubus is a demon or supernatural entity in folklore in female form that appears in dreams to seduce men, usually through sexual activity. She could seduce me with a good conversation. That's more. That's true. That's more of what I'm interested in.
I'd rather you just talk to me instead. You know.
Okay, now let's look up Incubus. An Incubus is a post-grunge / rap rock band from Calabasas, California. The band was formed in 1991.
That's the genre they got. Post-grunge.
I just was spitting.
Can you give me that again though? Because I think you nailed it.
Post-grunge rap rock.
Yeah,
should have said emotional rap rock.
You got to say like neo folk, like neo funk. Yeah,
I mean anybody who's heard those first couple albums knows what we're talking about.
Oh, you mean the good ones? I like the early stuff.
I like the ones where they were trying to sound like Primus but worse.
Dude, 13-year-old me thought for sure I was going to be like having so much sex to science. Like I was like, oh, I'm going to have like cool sex to this album all the time when I'm an adult.
Dude,
it only happened like 4 times actually.
I mean, there's still time.
There's still time,
right?
Yeah.
Right?
I can't imagine that going over well at all. What was like the one big song from like the early ones?
I weigh my toes into the sand.
No, from the early funk songs.
I don't know. There's the one that's like, hit, hut, hit,
Yeah, that's the one though. That's the one.
What if I remember
that sweet like bass, just like that wild, just like boom, and that's what we're gonna get down to.
Yeah,
we'll see how it works. I'll let you know.
If you really want it to work, you got to put on the music video where Brandon Boyd is in a loincloth on the side of the freeway picking up trash and staring at it in a confused way.
I don't know if I have enough incense to pull this one off, and I have a lot of incense.
All you got to do is get a hookah bong and fill it half with weed.
Yeah, that's that. I have a bong, but I do need a hookah. That is what I do need. Also, I got to get rid of my couch and just have floor cushions.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh man, funky fucking bros.
Remind me to tell you. I would say it on the air, but we're going long. Remind me to tell you who the new lead singer of Zebrahead is. Or at least a member of the band in Zebrahead.
Okay. I will.
It's amazing. I should save this for another episode, but I won't remember it.
Okay. I'll try to remember.
Okay. And then the real definition of incubus is an incubus is a demon in male form who, according to mythological and legendary traditions, lies upon sleeping women. It's like the exact same definition, but male. I was right. All right.
Okay. Good to know. I'm happy the band was being more incriminating then, like self-incriminating, than like being misogynist.
Yeah. So back to this article. In one such tune titled "Prefix Are Hot," the duo makes it clear that they call her, quote, Moaning Myrtle, the ghost girl haunting the lavatory, for a reason.
Oh, shit.
So they're taking like the cheeky joke that these teenagers made in a song and trying to portray it as like being explicit when it's literally the opposite of that. It's an innuendo, folks.
Yeah. They're not even going that crazy with it. Like they could have been wilder, but they were being, cute and 18 about it. Continuing
to sing about spying on naked children in bathrooms as, quote, bathrooms are great places for peep shows.
I mean, but like they're making fun of, because like the Myrtle character is like a pervert because she hangs out in the bathroom and like does like looks at kids in the bath. So like that's the joke, right? That's what they're saying. They're not saying it's cool.
Actually, canonically, Harry Potter was born in 1985, so he's canonically far older. Even if I do draw him as a much younger teenage boy,
canonically, yes.
Canonically, yeah.
He legally binding.
Like this is Moaning Myrtle is like the female version of Porky's.
Yeah.
Right? That scene in Porky's where they're all like looking in through the peephole. At the female locker room, the famous one. I think one of them puts his dick in it and it gets grabbed or something.
Yeah,
I can't remember what happens.
I think the gym teacher grabs it or something like that.
It's the much more tame version of that. But of course, like that gender swapped version, it's not called canceling when you write a whole article about how sickening and disgusting and depraved and demonic it is. No. It's called you're actually combating the cancel culture left by pointing this out.
Yeah, all you're doing is just exposing truth. It's not canceling. You're just exposing truths.
Okay, we have to hear some of this music because I've put it off.
Oh my God.
I put it off for too long. So I'm sorry about that. I'm going to play it for Tony. Have you heard this, Tony?
No. I'm excited about it.
Okay, this one, this is the song Prefix Are Hot by the Moaning Myrtles on Spotify. Oh, this is a fucking intro to home movies.
There's a really neat trick I learned when you're dead. You can walk through walls and not hurt your head.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say these were like 18-year-olds, okay? So we'll try to keep that in mind. Try not to be too hard on them, okay?
And listen, I know that some of you out there are some like pretty rockin' 18-year-olds, okay? They're not you, okay? We're not saying that like they're bad because they're 18, but you're just exceptional.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't have a pizza place that hosted hardcore shows where they were growing up.
Exactly.
Bedrooms and bathrooms are all fair game. So I followed some prefects and spied without shame. Bathrooms are great places
Like how is this shocking that this person became a Department of Homeland Security operative?
No, what is shocking though is that she's still doing this. That's what's shocking.
It gets better. The next verse is better. I'll try to skip to it.
Fun with bubbles mostly every day. Death is way more fun with bubbles. They melt away. Prefects are freaking hot in any season. You know they call me Moaning Myrtle for a reason.
Yeah.
Went looking for some prefects in the bathroom one day, but instead I found Harry, and so I said, hey. I helped him solve the mystery of the A, and I'd like to solve the mystery between his legs.
That is a child, ma'am.
Wow.
There's a baby boy you're
Wow.
you're singing about right now. And you think this is cute?
It sucks that they're not going to be able to hear that. We have to cut that out. It sucks that they can't hear that at all.
Yeah, they call it twee because they're targeting tweens.
Wow. Disgusting.
That Harry drowns tomorrow in the lake.
Okay, this part's good.
I hope that Harry drowns tomorrow in the lake, so that our honeymoon or we can take. Know that ghosts have working that on me, but what's better than that? We don't get STDs. Death is way more fun with bubbles. That's what.
Okay, so sickening stuff, folks.
Yeah.
Just the depths of depravity. I thought we were, I thought we had reached rock bottom with when Blue's Clues talked about gender or whatever, but this is another level.
Also, we do know now that sometimes the undead, the unbodied spirits, they actually can transmit and catch STDs, and so this is not okay that they're putting these out there. It only goes from, you can only get it between other ghosts and spirits, but you can get those still.
So it genuinely got a laugh out of me when she was like, "I hope Terry dies tomorrow, drowns in the lake."
Yeah, so good.
That's pretty funny.
It's funny, yeah.
But yeah, no, this is sickening stuff. Do you want to listen to one more song? I haven't listened to any other of these, but I kind of really want to. Okay, And Then I Died is the number one. That's got 23,000 listens, probably all from yesterday. That just sounds like Moaning Myrtle's backstory. Not really interested in that. There's one called Sitting on the Toilet, which that one's probably pretty good.
Yeah,
and
that
then
sounds like a banger.
There's one called Hermione.
Oh, is that?
You want to hear about Hermione?
I think so. I'm nervous. I think so, but I want to hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
Granger, you're a snot face. You think you're such a smarty. You were talking smack about me at the death day party.
It was bad enough that I didn't get invited. If you turned into a cat again, I'd be delighted.
Cause I hate your giant beaver teeth. I hate your bushy hair. And that Weasley kid sure likes you, but we know there's not much there.
Oh, is this Genghistron?
That... They're getting wild there.
Okay.
That's. I mean, if anything, they should just be calling out for being cringe. That's it.
Yeah, this is like this is far less offensive than joining the Department of Homeland Security.
Oh my God, yeah, that's pretty bad. Like you said, it's pretty funny that she's still doing it, because she's got to be in her 30s now, right?
She's our age. She was she was 18 in 2005.
Yeah.
She's our age. Yeah.
So that's what's interesting, is that she's able to have this job that did she get paid to write that song? Is that where our tax dollars are going?
Dude,
that's what I'm upset about.
Fans also like Draco and the Malfoys. No. Tonks and the Aurors.
Oh no.
Gred and Forge.
Has anybody ever made like a... No, I shouldn't put this out there because R.I.P. in respect to the dead, but has anyone made like a Draco, like Harry Potter joke?
What's that?
Like Draco the ruler, the rapper.
Oh.
And like Malfoy.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of crossover fans in those.
White women love rap music. They love like drill music. They love it all. It's pretty interesting.
The Remus Lupins. The bands are just the title, the name of the character. The Dumbledores.
Oh, is it the Dumbledores? Like the doors?
Oh, that'd be cool. The Dumbledores of Perception. Yeah, we read this book called The Dumbledores of Perception. It really opened our mind. let me read more of this story. The duo then sings about looking for some prefix in the bathroom, setting the scene found in the 4th installment of J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series, Goblet of Fire. But instead, the ghost finds Harry Potter and she fantasizes about solving, quote, the mystery between the 14-year-old character's legs.
Whoa.
The lyrics continue as the Moaning Myrtles expressed hope that Harry would drown in the lake during the Triwizard Tournament so Myrtle could have dead child sex with Harry.
That's the stretch they were making, because I thought they were just saying like Myrtle's the dead child. But yeah, no, like that's amazing. I love that. I love that stretch.
It's so nasty, dude. These people are such assholes.
They're such weirdos. Like they made this thing that's like, cute and like, pervy in like a funny way.
A pretty stunted 18-year-old girl having a crush on an imaginary book character and expressing that crush through the lens of another imaginary character, and they're like, this is a child rapist.
Yeah, this is what this is. Yeah, exactly. It's like you're so weird. They make it so weird.
Oh, it's fucked. It's bad.
It's real bad.
In another song titled Cedric, the two seemingly celebrate the character's death, and on Sitting in a Toilet, they sing about knotting their fingers through Harry's hair.
I mean, that's an interesting thing to do on the toilet. But yeah, like
this is
guys.
Child hair, Tony.
This is child hair.
Child hair, wispy baby
it's not
hair.
even fully developed hair.
Yeah, no, it's blonde. It hasn't even gotten the pigment yet.
My hair is nothing like it was when I was 12.
Interestingly, the band's song, quote, "And Then I Died" also contains what the left would certainly consider to be, quote, transphobic lyrics, calling a boy creepy for being in the girl's bathroom.
Oh, wow. Oh, you know what? Look, that got a taste of her own poison there.
And ran into a stall, and I heard boy talking just outside the door. Get out of my bathroom. You're really creepy. You're not a girl, and you don't belong here. So I thought of this while I was editing, and it's pretty obvious in hindsight. But yeah, it's not surprising that these girls were writing weird songs about the bathroom. Like weird, like flirty, romantic songs about a bathroom, considering who the author of the Harry Potter books is. Somebody who is notoriously obsessed with bathrooms. So yeah, it's funny to pretend that this is what your movement has been like looking for, as opposed to what your movement is was obsessed with from the beginning and manifested into being. Like literally, this song is because a turf wrote a book. That's why these kids wrote a song about a toilet antics.
Not only that, but I wouldn't be shocked if, this person who's singing these songs is transphobic. I'm not saying that she's
right.
not.
Yeah. Breitbart described her as an ultra radical leftist. So
that's true.
Of course, she's a ally of trans people.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
The last line in this is wonderful. It is an ironic discovery. Jenkowicz's apparent obsession with Harry Potter, as many have deemed her the U.S. version of the Ministry of Magic's overpowering Dolores Umbridge.
Many are saying this. I've been seeing this. Everyone's like, she's basically like Laura Umbridge. I've been seeing that a lot.
I fucking hate Laura Umbridge. She's awful. Dude, yeah, people like Mike Cernovich are, alpha gorilla mindset dudes are like, this is just like in the back half of Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix when Dolores Umbridge took power. Just like, what are you fucking talking about, dude?
It's like what it feels like. Now I know how those kids felt. She was tyrannical.
I'm sorry, Biden, but I must not tell lies. Like carving into your own hand.
Yeah.
It's so funny. It's funny to be like mocking this woman throughout this for being like cringe obsessed with Harry Potter or whatever, and then be like, actually, bears a striking resemblance to the plot points of the Harry Potter series, in which Dolores, it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's like also I just like how they're self-aware that they also love Harry Potter.
Right, but they try to couch it in. Oh, many are saying. So many people are noticing this thing that I did. What's Harry Potter again?
And like like me, like I don't like Harry Potter, but I think just like you should read like the Quran, I think you should also like
you have to know your enemy.
Know Harry Potter, know your Lord of the Rings, know your Star Wars. You got to know about culture.
Yeah, that's why when we attack, it'll be on International Wand Day. They'll all be pointing their wands at the sky, and that's when we strike.
That's when we strike. Yeah, they'll be vulnerable.
So let's get into replies because boy, are they unhinged. The first ones I got were just straight off the Instagram when I was looking at this post. I was in the elevator going up to the 17th floor at this housing unit. I was just like, oh, cool.
Easy.
Paul Ravenscall says, this is a false flag operation by the regime. I can't stress enough that everything the left does is meant to cause division, outrage, and keep the attention of the people fixed on something else than their actions.
You got to give it to him to like have such foresight to plant this in 2007 to record these songs to one day be dredged up later on during the Biden administration. That's how they knew she was the one when they had to record those songs. This has been this is clearly a false flag operation.
This is clearly a false flag operation. There's only one Moaning Myrtle in the Harry Potter universe. How could there be two? This person is not a fan.
I also just like it's just saying like that was not Myrtle's intention at all. She was just being nice. Why you got to make it weird? She's being nice. She's a nice girl.
Yeah. This one.
Wow.
This is from. It took me a couple seconds to make out what their username actually is, but it is a yogi has no name.
That is what it says, which is blowing my mind because that's the last thing I saw. I read the comment, I saw the picture, I read the bio, and now I'm hearing a yogi has no name. Okay.
I think we should let the listener experience the way you did, Tony. I think that's a good idea. The username is a yogi has no name.
Yeah.
And then you click on their profile and their name is Victoria Lynn, as it says in their bio.
Uh-huh.
I love that. A yogi is without ego. A yogi has no name by Victoria Lynn.
I love Victoria. Victoria's a yogi. Victoria has a picture of like a hen, like her like cuddling a hen.
She's trying to do homesteading. She saw some Fash Wave memes and she's like, okay, I get it now.
Yeah, well, she's also doing aspiring homesteader, chicken wrangler, cannabis. Like, this is Yogi. What's up? Like, we are friends. A Yogi has no name.
No, she put an American flag in her bio and then says spicy AF and then a little chili pepper.
Yeah, you're right. I probably can't handle it because, I like spicy, but not that American spicy AF. That's scary.
I love a yogi has no name. I was like, what the fuck is this a reference to? This is a reference to something. I know what it is. It took me a second. It's a reference to Game of Thrones. It is did you watch Game of Thrones, Tony?
Oh, enough to where I think if you keep going, I'll know what you mean by this.
When Arya, the youngest daughter, is training with, I think the Faceless Men is what they're called, the assassins. You're not allowed to have an identity because you have to shapeshift and all. You have to take on the identity of so many other people. So that's how you have to answer when they say, "What is your name?" You say, "A girl has no name."
Has no name. Yeah.
So this is like she's like, "This is the bad fandom." In Game of Thrones, they would never write about something as horrible as two teenagers having sex with each other.
No. And like I also because I thought it was like you've gone so zen that you just are beyond the idea of name and identity. That's what I thought you were saying, but no, it's like no, this is a Game of Thrones reference.
Well, it's already funny because her name is the first thing in her bio.
Yep. Victoria Lynn, double first name, sup.
And then a yogi. Let's get to the comment though.
Please.
A yogi has no name says, "Go buy all the ammo and guns, y'all." Clapping emoji.
I like that fucking rules.
Can I put a clapping emoji in an episode title? Will iTunes allow that?
I don't know. We're gonna find out. Go and buy all. No, because we can't put go and buy the ammo and guns, y'all, for our title.
I can't do that.
I don't think we can do that.
What if I put quotes around it?
Put quotes around it and put a clappy emoji. What if we say that it's a yogi has no name is saying so they know that?
Yeah.
Like, I love that. This is the thing though, is that a yogi has no name, who is the chicken cuddling, cannabis smoking homesteader of the right, who is probably like, if you met her, she's probably sweet as pie and like enjoyable. Their energy is go buy all the guns and ammo now.
Yeah,
y'all.
go buy all of them so that Harry Potter sex freaks can't get any.
Yeah, that's energy for that. Like maybe we need that fervor for more important things.
Yeah, the House of White and Black versus the House of Gryffindor.
Amazing. Go and buy all the ammo and guns, y'all. Not some, all.
Okay, and now we're going into the Breitbart website comment section. OK Groomer says,
"Oh my God,
these leftists are true Satanists. If anyone doubts that after reading this story, they are beyond help."
Yeah, yep.
So we're just tying it back to the Satanic Panic, tying it back to QAnon. This is very QAnon shit. It's just all wrapped up in one neat little. I wouldn't say neat. I'd say it's pretty messy, but still self-contained knot of grievance.
And it's pretty easy too, because like it's not a stretch, because there was that era and there is that era where like Harry Potter is evil.
Yeah.
Harry Potter is Satan. So like, yeah, it's already there. So it's like, yeah, these leftists are true Satanists.
And now they've proved them right. Look at what it's doing to 18-year-old theater kids. It's driving them insane.
Just one more time, what's her job title again?
She's the director
of like
Disinformation governing board.
Yeah, super leftist, true Satanists, like true Satanists. Like, what the hell? Like, yeah, that's who this is.
Big Dog replies, the National Socialists of Germany were also sexual derelicts. Nothing is more threatening to totalitarians than stable homes, strong families, and healthy sexual mores within happy parentheses real marriages. Yeah, that's definitely one thing. If you look at like internal German propaganda, they hated stable homes, strong families, healthy children, quote, normal familial relationships. That's definitely something they didn't strive for, and also do mass genocide to fight for.
Yeah, one of like the first things that they came for was like queerdom.
Yeah.
That's like one of the first things they came for, because it was easy.
No, but that doesn't make sense, Tony, because that would make me and the Nazis have something in common. That can't be right.
Never. No way.
That can't possibly be right. It doesn't sound right to me.
No, because I have like black coworkers.
I love the National Socialists of Germany were also sexual derelict. The National Socialists of Germany were Jews. And they hated the Aryans, and that's why everybody they killed were the Aryans. What, like, your mind is so fucking gone.
Yeah, you're so backwards.
So gone.
I mean, they're probably going off of like the truth of like, I'm sure that there was like a lot of really like horrendous like sexual violence that was happening.
There
like
was.
That's what they're going off of.
A lot of child predation
yeah.
in the like upper ranks of the Third Reich, obviously, but it was 100% hypocritical.
Exactly.
Because what they based their movement on was the supposed, contamination of the youth, the supposed sexual deviancy. Like literally the phrase sexual derelicts is something that they...
Yep.
Something very similar to what they used against their enemies to do the fucking atrocities.
This comment is like copy and pasted out of like propaganda from the National Socialists of Germany.
I mean, it's just amazing to like. I hope the movement we're seeing right now doesn't lead to something like that, obviously, but it's amazing to see a potential movement being formed based on this idea that you are fighting against Nazism by doing traditional values and strong home lives, and fighting against, just the way your politics conforms and comports to the way you already feel about yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I'm against Nazis and I'm against queer people, so Nazis must have loved queer people.
Yep. That's how it goes. Hey, enemy of enemy is my friend.
John Wayne says,
I've been wondering what he's been thinking about this stuff. I'm so happy to hear from John Wayne.
Probably dead child sex.
OG. John Wayne is an OG. Oh, yep. You can tell by the comment that this is actually John Wayne because he's an old guy.
John Wayne says, another Democrat singing praises for raping a dead child in the school bathroom. Sounds about like the status quo for the Democrats. Those damn Democrats. Sounds like the Democrats were here. ... The
Democrats, they're always singing praises for. I
love how casually you are about the accusations of this shit.
It's so crazy. Like it's
like you sound crazy for thinking all this stuff. You sound even crazier for casually tossing it offhand like it's nothing.
Yeah, like it is, because you might actually be saying these words every day in your weird circle.
Right.
And that's what's scary. Like you actually are saying the words every day. Like, oh, this is just the status quo. This is just another day in the neighborhood.
Like, I'm not going to pretend that the political elite have, this is all just alleged stuff, right? But have never done anything bad to kids, right? I'm not as naive as to pretend that. However, this person's talking about a Democrat singing praises for, like, writing songs, celebrating it.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man.
Because I mean, the only thing like worse than like an act is like doing the act and like writing a song about it.
Yeah. Well, you have to play the show tunes backwards. You have to get them. You have to turn the piano. You have to turn the studio upright piano upside down. Tie the guy in the fucking straw hat and pinstriped jacket to the ceiling and make him play it that way, and then all the secrets come out. That
crunchy like untuned part in the song we heard earlier, that part played backwards is actually a real song and it's terrifying.
I like you describing that as crunchy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
No, it's good. It's pretty good. I like that description of it. Linda Lammers says, wait until, quote, they do animals, end quote. That will be next.
What?
And the people are sick of this. I'm so sick of thinking about what they're going to do next with animals.
What? Like, is that the trajectory? Hey, you know that statistically, people who like abuse children go on to abuse animals. Do you know that? It's true.
Yeah. Well, hey, we got to get the pit bull moms in on this grooming thing somehow. Tell them, well, first, you don't care because it's just human children they're grooming. Well, what about when they start grooming pit bulls? And I ain't talking about a shampoo.
No, not happening. It's scary. Like, yeah, wait until they do animals. Like, it's funny because it is true because we do care. We do pretend we care about animals more than people, which is really funny. Like this is the Independence Day moment where the dog gets free. It's like, oh, thank God the dog got free when the thousands of people just died behind him.
Yeah, Vivica A. Fox, no, is it her? No, it's not her. Who's in it? I don't know.
It's Tyra Banks.
No. Okay, now Banks. I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
I think it's Tyra.
Independence. It's Vivica A. Fox, baby.
Oh, wow. You got to delete this.
Yeah. Well, you're like clapping for the dog, Scamp. Scamp's the dog from... Scamps the dog from Spawn. See, now I'm racist.
Oh, wow.
Now I'm racist about the dogs.
You just think all golden retrievers are the same.
No, yeah, you're celebrating the dog getting free while Vivica A. Fox is just like dying off to the side.
Yep. Oh yeah, it's like that's true though. They do like, well, we got to stop this now before they start singing about animals.
No, what she's saying, Tony, Linda Lammers is talking about how it's going to lead to bestiality, dead child sex. They're gonna do animals next. Is literally, she means that literally.
What are they gonna do when they hear like the Blink-182 songs?
Oh, dude, let's create a satanic panic around Blink-182 hidden tracks.
Can we do that? It's true. It's true. Like, what's going on to the dog? What's happening with the dog? He's singing about it?
Listen,
This is sick.
I have a leftist text that hasn't made the rounds yet. It's called Short Songs for Short People. It's only 30 seconds long, but it is filthy.
It is disgusting.
It's disgusting. And it'll tell you everything you need to know about these people.
Yeah. You know what sucks is like how there are multiple people right now singing different skits in their head right now while they're listening to this. We know what we're closing the show with now.
Yeah, it's just funny. It's just like the slippery slope argument, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, first they're doing show tunes about fucking dead kids. Next they're going to be doing show tunes about shit, piss, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker. You know, it's Come on, man. Can't you see where this is going?
Twat. I don't remember all of it.
I fucked your mom.
I fucked your mom. Yeah. This is evil. This explains why we're so awful now.
Okay, last comment. Hawkeye Redtail says, Biden is most certainly not running the country. As stupid and dumb as Biden is, he is not this stupid. Some millennial group of twits is pulling Biden's strings. We need to give these ass shats the road rail this November.
Yep.
I didn't even realize how incoherent this was when I grabbed it.
Well, let me tell you something, Hawkeye Redtail. Sometimes you like think that someone's just really silly and isn't really doing anything and can't be taken seriously, and then they end up like creating a cult that you're now part of, and we laughed at for a while, and now it's still here somehow. So maybe like don't laugh this off.
I love this is some millennial group of twits pulling Biden's strings to get the most cringe performance libs into the Biden administration.
Yeah.
Oh, we need to get a Harry Potter kid in there. We need to get a Hamilton kid in here. What's some other? I don't know. I'm not familiar enough with a Shakespeare kid. There's probably some of those.
You probably got JoJo Siwa in the cabinet.
Yeah.
To reach out to the even younger generation.
What about some guy who does like Fred? Wasn't Fred a YouTube guy? There's got to be some kid we know that repeats Fred bits where you just scream into a camera really annoyingly. We got to get him into like the department somehow.
Yep. Do we have who's the treasurer of essential oils? Who's the takes care of the essential oils?
Oh, I just found this woman. Her name. I don't think she has a name actually. I don't
think she would have a name, but you'll know her though.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so
she's the one with all the guns and ammo.
So I look forward to hearing more from the newfound director of the Disinformation Governing Board. Eager to see what sort of psy warfare she unleashes on disinformation agents in this country. Thank you so much for listening. If you want to support the show and get a bonus episode every single week, as well as instant access to like 200 hours of deranged bonus content like this, you can do that at patreon.com/Minion Death Cult, patreon.com/Minion Death Cult. There is a link right in the show notes, right in the description for this episode that you can click on. Go there.
And like you might have heard earlier, that's where we let you in on the real secrets. Mm-hmm. That's where you hear the real good stuff. The real that's where you go from like having an idea to committing to changing your life. This is where you're going to get the tools to learn how to rise and grind and like be more effective and efficient with your life. That's in the Patreon. Yeah, that's where you're going to find that.
We have to put all the disinformation in there as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks to this new, segment of the Department of Homeland Security. So that's where you get it from. You also help us do this show. We've been doing it for several years now. It's a lot of fun, and we appreciate everybody who supports what we do.
Yeah, it rules.
Follow us on social media at Minion Death Cult on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. I am at Flieldy, F-L-I-E-L-D-Y on Twitter and Instagram. Tony is at Word is Bond on Twitter and at Tony Boswell on Instagram. That's it. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.